afternoon, welcome back to my channel, and this is going to be my birthday pickups. So I think last week it was I turned 39 years old, and I got some new games, which is really nice. But first I want to mention that I met a really cool YouTuber. He was up from London, round about my area. I invited him down to my hotel for some lunch. It was so nice to meet up with him. It was Sega Saturn lad, Scott, and his 3 kids. I won't mention his kids' name for privacy reasons if he doesn't want me to, but I do know what their names. It was L, M and P, but I'll leave it there. I don't want to mention names in case he doesn't want me to. But he brought me up some absolutely cracking gifts as well, which was really nice. I'll jump into them just straight away. So we got a Mega Drive magazine, which I'm going to stick up on the magazine wall. Really cool. This one has got like the Mega Drive 32 review, which I'm guessing is the 32X. So that's a really cool old school magazine. PlayStation 2 magazine. And then a PlayStation 4 magazine with Killzone Shadowfall. Killzone Shadowfall is a fan. It's a really good game. I think it got really, it kind of got lost when it was released, but I went back and played it. I think it was last year, and I really enjoyed it. The graphics in it are still absolutely fantastic. Really good game. I'd definitely recommend. Killzone Shadowfall, even just for like a one playthrough kind of thing. And also down here we've got the revitalised, so how PS4 will make Sony's handheld essential, obviously with the remote play and things like that. I don't think it really took off, but it's a shame. It was kind of like Switch functionality, kind of almost. It was like you could play your, I'm sure everybody knows, but unfortunately it didn't really take off, I don't think. So we got those 3 magazines. He also gifted us a power pack for the Switch, which is really cool, a really handy wee piece. And then a couple of games. So this one here I've got already, but I want to hand it over to my wee brother, I think. Because it's an absolute banger of a game, absolute classic. It's a Manhunt, fantastic game, brilliant game. So dark and like visceral and violent, it's brilliant. And then we got Toka Touring Cars Championship for the PlayStation. This is probably one of the best conditioned PlayStation games that I've got. I've got a lot of nostalgia for this game. I played this a lot at my pal's house when I was wee. Scott Todd played it at his house, and I always remember like there was a cheat and you could get like a tank, I think it was. You could play in a tank in it. But I remember playing this at the same time that we were playing Silent Hill for the first time, way back when. And do you know what's, even looking at the back, it's still a cracking looking game, even for the PS1 kind of time. So thank you very much for that. And then he gifted us a Mega Drive game, which is brilliant. And I'm not going to be able to, I probably won't be able to finish this game because it'll be too hard for me. But this game's really cool because I've only seen this ever before as part of like the Mega Games cart. I've never seen the single kind of release of it. And it's not that it's rare, it's not a rare game, but I've just not seen it. And it's a Revenge of Shinobi. So it's class, very iconic artwork, and it's going to go up, ironically, next to the big Borderlands 2 poster that Scott gave me as well a while ago, as part of a swap shop kind of deal. But I've got all my kind of Mega Drive games around the kind of big Borderlands poster. Fantastic poster, love it. And I forgot to say thank you to Scott when I seen him about that poster, because I absolutely bloody love it. But yeah, it was an absolute pleasure meeting Scott and his kids, and his kids were fantastic. You know, it's a very cliched thing, but they're a credit to him, obviously, and his missus. They're just lovely kids. And me and Scott spoke for a while about YouTube and about gaming and everything, but it was really refreshing to hear, and I mean no disrespect with this, to hear an Englishman talking about Scottish football. He absolutely loves it. He was telling me like things like, you know, when you go to a football game in Scotland, it's very raw, it's very fan focused. whereas he said he went to an Arsenal game, I think it was, he was saying, and like to the left of him was just full of like Japanese tourists and things like that. Like they kind of, I don't want to say passion wasn't there, but it wasn't as gritty and raw as like a Scottish football game would be, because it's smaller, I guess. But the English game is, it's full of money and everything, and yeah. But it was just really nice to hear that kind of perspective. So again, Scott, thanks very much. It was an absolute pleasure meeting you last week or the week before. Moving on to birthday gifts. So from my brother, he got me this a couple of days before my birthday, and I smashed through it. And when I finished it, game of the year for sure. You know, when I played Final Fantasy 16, and that was my game of the year, and then I played this, and this was my game of the year. Spider-Man 2, phenomenal game, absolutely phenomenal. Everything about it, it doesn't skip a beat. It's just so good. The story with obviously Peter and Miles, you get to play as both of them, and then you've got Craven. Craven was fantastic. I loved the whole kind of arc of Craven, and he was looking for an ultimate match of essentially he wanted to find that person that could rival him, right? And it was just so cool that he went out his way to get a lot of the enemies and of Spider-Man and things like that. Like you had Lizard and who else you have? Scorpion, Vulture. You don't see Vulture, but you hear him being mentioned. Shocker again, don't see him. Electro, so many. It's just so cool. But then Venom as well. Venom was phenomenal, absolutely brilliant, and absolutely loved this game. Absolutely loved it. Spent so much time in the photo mode, taking all these different pictures and things like that. And through on Twitter, I've managed to meet a few people on Twitter. Two that come to mind would be Anna White and Agent Lombax. So they are very much into the video game photography and things like that, and that's something that I really have a passion with, and I love taking pictures in games. And I don't just play games just to go into photo mode. Like if it has a photo mode, I'll delve into it. But yeah, this game was so photogenic. It was just absolutely brilliant. And I met those two guys through this as well, so absolutely brilliant, fantastic. And then I got some money together as well, some birthday money, because I want to keep this what I got from Mrs. to the end. So I got some birthday money, and I went out and I got a couple of new games. Sorry, new games to me, they're not new games, sorry. We got Hades. I've heard a lot about this game. I've heard it's absolutely solid, so I don't know why I bought it, but I will give it a go. It was 2020's Game of the Year on IGN, 2020 Game of the Year, DICE Awards, 2020 Game of the Year, Eurogamer. I've heard it's absolutely brilliant. Like every time I hear about this game, it's always positive. But yeah, it's all complete. It's got like it's got a manual. Well, it's not really a manual. It's just got like artwork in here of all the baddies and things like that. That's kind of cool that you get that nowadays. So Hades, and then I got this is from Ross Bahaha was talking about this game. I think it was this one he finished this year, or it was number 2. I can't really remember. But we got Hot Wheels Unleashed Challenge Accepted Edition. So I don't know what's all in here actually. We've got Hot Wheels Pass Volume 1, Steelbook, a 2-sided poster, and a Bone Shaker with exclusive library, and a wee car as well, a wee toy. You can't beat that. And then I got this game as well. So I've played the first part of this game and I absolutely loved it. And again, talk about video game photography. This game is so photogenic as well. I love taking photos in this game. Sorry, the first one. And this one's going to be even better, I'm sure. And it's a Plague Tale Requiem. So I know that, I'm pretty sure Paul Ink Northerner has played this, finished this, and he loved it as well. Maybe Mark as well, Jolly Slasher. but also I was watching Unnecessary Ramblings, and he was talking about, he does a really cool kind of pickups kind of videos. He does, like, whenever he picks up 10 games, he gets them all together and then he goes through them, and he talks about them in depth, which is a really nice way to kind of do your pickups, rather than just saying, yeah, got this game, move it on, got this game, move it on, got this game, move it on. He actually goes into each game and talks about them, whether he's played them or not. He'll talk about what he expects of them, and if he has played them, he goes into a little bit of depth about it. And he said this game's fantastic. He likens it to The Last of Us, which is high praise. But like I said, the first one brilliant, and this one looks even better. I think it looks a lot bigger. It looks a lot more fleshed out. The main character, I can't remember her name. It's really annoyed me, but she just looks a lot more grizzled and a lot more battle worn. And she looks like she doesn't take any shit. So now that this game looks like a worthy sequel, and I'm really looking forward to playing it. And then I move on to what the missus and Jay. Actually, Jay got me these, which are really cool. I need to find somewhere to put them. He really wanted to get me something, and the missus took him into Home Bargains. And then he found these for me, and these are fantastic. I need to find somewhere to put them because they're cool for little bits and bobs to go into. And it's Tetris, what do you call them? Storage containers. Tetris stackers storage containers. There's one more box to get, so I need to get the other box. But these are going to be really cool for like all my loose carts and things like that. All the little kind of Game Boy games that I've got loose lying around, Mega Drive games that I've got loose. They will all fit in here, and they can all kind of be dotted around the room somewhere. So, wee man got me them. Chucked with them, they're brilliant. And then the missus got me a bottle of rum, a bottle of Dead Man's Fingers, Dead Man Head, I can't remember, a bottle of rum, and she got me the Office quiz, Top Trumps. Like, we watch The Office all the time. It's our favourite programme. Like, oh my god, it's just so funny and timeless. You don't get bored of it. So we got that. I got loads of sweeties from her as well. And then we got this. My god, what a game this is. Don't be a schmuck, don't not play this because it's not physical. You have to play this game, it's absolutely phenomenal. It's a masterpiece. I can't sing its praises enough. The only one thing that goes against it for me is there is no photo mode at this time, but there is one coming, because this game is going to be, it's going to be incredible with photo mode. The pictures folk can take is going to be stunning. But anyway, I digress. That is all my birthday pickups. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for all the nice birthday messages as well. Cheers. Take care.